Hello, fans of HappyTrafic. People new to this channel. Everyone, because I haven't posted anything for like a year. I've goofed around a bit in Twitch. I think some of you have followed me there. But no, so I'm just trying to get back into the groove of things. Gonna start posting more often. Probably try a weekly basis. Yeah, but I just got a little story I gotta tell you guys. So a while back, down the road, actually earlier this year, just before this summer, I had my wisdom teeth removed, which is quite a process, and during which they give you painkillers, because apparently it's a painful process, which I wouldn't know anything about. I'm not very accustomed to pain. No, I mean, like, it hurt. I guess the dry sockets afterwards were the worst part. Anyways, so they give you these painkillers. I only took them for like whatever. Like, it's not like they give you a month's worth of them. It's like, here's a couple painkillers. Try not to, drive your family crazy. Anyways, the first night after I had my wisdom teeth taken out, whatever, like, I mean, the gas makes you kind of silly. But I think the weirdest part about the gas wasn't even like anything anyone had like warned me about. It was more so the bizarre dream I had the night after. Just to set this up, it's earlier this summer, before the Batman Superman films coming out, and the super geek that I am was pretty pumped about Bat-wed. I mean, Ben Affleck's an awesome actor, and I was really looking forward to his performance. And it was pretty good, despite, the criticisms people have with it here and there. But, I mean, it was a good movie. So, yeah, I'm just going to go through the story of the night that I dreamt after having my wisdom teeth removed. And hopefully somebody finds it enjoyable. Alright. It's kind of, I'm going to replace names. I'll refer to people as my brother, and then if there's any other names, I'm just going to throw their gamer tag in there, and you guys can use that to look up their channels and possibly see if you'd like to enjoy watching them as well. Alright, so here we go. I find myself in a room, dressed in a suit. Pretty typical, dream, whatever, yada yada. Oh, 1 minute. It appears my laptop is dying. It is dying. You're probably wondering what I am doing with the blanket over my shoulders. Well, it is Wisconsin, and it is freezing cold outside, and despite having my heat cranked up to insane levels, I am still rather cold. Nothing a little coffee can't fix, though. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Anyways, last thing I need is more energy. So back to the dream. So I find myself in a room dressed in a suit. My brother is giving me some sort of pep talk. And it's only after a little while that I realize this isn't just any pep talk. He's giving me the speech from Independence Day. It isn't until my mom bursts into the room, which, dare I say this, I hope she never watches these, is pretty typical of her fashion. So my mom interrupts, storms in, kicks in the door, and reminds me, don't freak out, sweetie. Don't worry your little head. It's just your wedding day. That is terrifying. That is the last thing you tell somebody to do on their wedding day. Especially myself. I would freak out and probably wet myself on the spot. So, yeah, if you were ever like, I'm gonna scare Evan, You just gotta be like, here's a hummingbird. It's your wedding day. Hummingbirds are terrifying. Flying needles of death. Ha ha ha, he's afraid of hummingbirds. They're gonna kill us all. Anyways, back to the dream. Yeah, for the record. Oh yeah, so just looking back on it, like, my brother's giving me the Independence Day speech. I mean, that's a great speech and all, and I'm so proud he can recite it by memory. But you don't tell that to a man before he gets married. That's not the inspiration he needs. He doesn't need to go off thinking he's fighting some impossibly advanced alien species. It's marriage. It's a little scary, but you don't want to set him out there thinking he's going to war. This is not how things work. But back to the dream. So naturally I freak out because it's my wedding day and that's pretty much what I do in any situation. So yeah, I think it fits on this given day. So I'm freaking out. I can't calm down, and I'm standing in front of the church and waiting on what I assume. I mean, she's got to be an amazing woman, because you guys have only been with me for like 6 minutes, and you're already like, what in the world? So yeah, so she's clearly got to be an incredible person, and there I am at the front of the church. And I'm waiting for her, and I realize this church does not have a regular ceiling. It is an entirely glass ceiling, like plexiglass something. It's like you see the sky, which sounds really cool, but when you're a groom who's looking down through the church wall, like walkway aisle thing, now you're blinded by every ounce of sunlight that's apparently directly in my eyes, because that time of day and whatever, but I can't see nothing. I can see her silhouette. She's coming down the aisle, and this is where it gets interesting, because I can only see her silhouette, but she's like stepping towards me, and I'm like, I'm freaking out, you know. I'm like, it's gonna happen. Oh, she got this much further, but from where I'm standing, I can tell her silhouette is in a moment of like, wait. She's having this logical thought that maybe this isn't the best idea. She glances back to the door, which I don't know why I can't see her face, but I know she's looking back towards the door. And in the swiftest of motions, in this flowing wedding dress, she sprints back to the door and boots them both open, which is awesome. Okay, that's wife material right there. Every wife better be able to kick open a door in case of a fire. That's just necessary. So she boots these doors open, and I'm standing at the front of the church like, oh no, she's gonna leave. And she's sprinting across the street, and in the middle of the street is the Batmobile, the 1960s like television show Batmobile. Like, you know what I'm talking, the big old long like bat symbol, looks super ridiculous, whatever. She jumps into the passenger seat from the church. Up at the front by the priest, I can see Ben Affleck sitting in the driver's seat, and he's driving away with my bride. So I do, when I'm sitting there, I'm, what? And one of the bridesmaids leans in and she's like, oh sweetie, just let her go with him. Just let him go. And then my brother, who's my best man, he leans in and he's like, isn't Ben Affleck married? And my buddy Upershot, he leans in and he's like, but you and your wife totally know that Batman's not even the coolest. Like, Aquaman's way better. And then my buddy Pendragon, he's like, Ben Affleck isn't even the second best Batman, which can cause some controversy. But if my wife is running away with anybody, it better be with one of the top tier Batmen. That's all I'm saying, alright? So I look down, and I'm adorned in like the most expensive suit I've probably ever worn. No, most certainly probably ever worn. and I tear it off. I just to reveal, head to toe, I am in an Aquaman suit, like orange scaled armor, bright green pants. I mean, to some of you it sounds ridiculous. To me, it sounds like the best Halloween ever. I love Aquaman. He swims underwater and talks to the fish. I want to be able to breathe underwater. I'd be like snorkeling without a snorkel. And like salt's not burning my eyes. I'm like, ooh, what you doing, Mr. Jellyfish? And he's all like, I don't even know what a jellyfish voice sounds like. But I would know if I was Aquaman. Anyways, so now I'm in an Aquaman suit. And I take off running. Now, despite being the fastest Batmobile that's ever made, just a fact. They tested it, and it outpaced the Tumbler and the Clooney ridiculous jet-powered Batmobile. Like, the old one was the fastest. So, like, if you're going to catch the Joker, you better hop in the old rig and, like, brr, brr, brr. That's the way to do it. Anyways, I chase this thing down on foot. I'm booking it after this Batmobile. And I get up to it, and I grab a hold of the door, and I fling it open, which makes no sense. Anything I wanted to access beyond that door, I could reach with the door closed. This Batmobile is a convertible. I've just added another step into this rescue plan that was unnecessary. So, anyways, I've ripped open this door. I grab a hold of Ben Affleck by the shoulder, the big shoulder. I don't even know how my hands get around it. So, Affleck! I grab a hold of his shoulder and I throw him out of the car, which, surprisingly, doesn't hurt him. In this car that I was chasing, containing the love of my life in the passenger seat, gently caresses to a halt. Instead of careening off the road in an explosion of fire, it's like, boop. I saved the day from my willingly runaway bride. Anyways, that's dream world. I'm not concerned with that. I'm just like, I gotta get Ben Affleck. So I've thrown him out of the car. I'm standing over top of him in this gleaming orange shirt, armor mail thing. It's the Aquaman outfit. Look it up. It's ridiculous. It's like orange on the top and then these bright green pants. So now he's sitting here and he's staring at the green pants. And so I, like, by the collar of his shirt, I got him and I'm like, Batman, you gotta wear your seatbelt. That's when I wake up. That's the part of the dream that was like, this ain't real. This ain't, all this other stuff, me getting married, me being able to chase down a Batmobile, someday maybe that's possible if the wind's blowing in the right direction, and all these other impossible situations and events, whatever. But me telling Ben Affleck, Batman, you need to wear your seatbelt, rouses me from my slumber. I honestly don't know what's wrong with me. Like, what is going on up here that when I fall asleep, that, makes a logical story. I don't know. I don't know if you guys. I don't know what's up. Anyways, yeah, that's just a short little story. Me to you guys. And, please feel free to subscribe. I might be posting stuff about my poetry. I might be posting stuff off the Xbox. Kind of whatever. And it's completely up to you guys as well, too. This is just as much my place as it is yours. And I think it'd be really cool to kind of build this together. So you guys tell me what you want to see more of, and I'll let you know. And for reference, I believe there's like a really old, like you guys will see it right away. There's an older Battlefield video where I'm just like spewing off nonsense for how long, and it's like really bad quality and a really bad playthrough, but it's me. So that's what you guys want to see. I can throw up videos like that all day long. Well, maybe like once a day. Gotta work a job, you know. But you gotta do the best. I love you. Peace out.